actually doing decent right now, though, aren't they? Didn't they beat St. John's?
Yeah, they beat the Johnnies.
Let's go.
Yeah, I've been always like recording the matches, and I recorded their number 2 singles.
Is Logan playing one?
Who?
Is Logan playing one, Sandberg?
No, he's playing 3.
No way.
Yeah.
Young's got a team.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I know. It so their number 1 is a Japanese dude. Ryoga Yano is his name. He's like he's probably like close to a 10 UTR. I would have to look at what it is. It's probably like low. I would say like mid 9 maybe.
How'd they get him?
Just randomly just showed up.
No way.
Yeah.
He's from Japan.
Yeah, from Japan. I don't know why he didn't go to Concordia for tennis at all. Like just like was at Concordia and then somehow like tennis got brought up. And I think his backstory is he like went to an academy or like tennis was like his path in Japan, and then I don't know, maybe just wasn't good enough or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to ask Dave a little bit more, but
dang.
Yeah, he's sick. I mean, I've played him just one time, but like he hits the ball pretty hard.
Are you're still playing a good amount, right?
Yeah, I think so. I've been recording. I mean, I don't know if you keep up with the social media, but
yeah, I saw that you've been playing.
Yeah, I mean that keeps me playing a lot. I would say.
Yeah.
I probably play once every. The goal is once every week, but realistically, it's probably once every 2 weeks.
Yeah, and it probably depends on the weather too, right? If it's
100%.
Yeah. Are you playing any tournaments this summer?
In the summer, I mean it just kind of depends on when they fall. Really, I always plan to play in Fargo. Always plan to play in Bismarck. So the Jackie Doctor, which is non-money.
Yeah.
I always plan to do that one. I always look at On the Rise. They always have a tournament, I think, early in the summer.
Yeah, I might play that one. So you should definitely come play it.
Yeah,
sweet, dude.
Literally every single tournament, if it aligns in my schedule somehow, I do it. It's just like so busy, you know.
Yeah. Are you in Fargo for the next foreseeable future, or what's your plan?
Yeah. So my plan and it's kind of exciting and hopefully it works. It's just an idea right now, but so the goal is to build an indoor tennis facility in Fargo. Yeah.
No way.
That's my like plan. So there's a someone will do it. I know someone will do it. I want to do it.
Yeah.
The area in population can support it. And that's why it makes sense. It's not just like, oh, I want to do this. Like,
yeah.
So then if you can kind of be in that position, like, I just think of all the potential opportunity to build relationships with all the local schools.
No, like, 100%.
And then
NDSU could start a team then.
Yeah, NDSU. I mean,
like they can legit have a team if they have a facility.
Yeah. And then try to create it like some sort of like a content hub where you have some of the college kids on staff and just pump out like any match that happens at the facility recorded.
You got to get live streams. You got to get cameras.
Yeah, for sure. Live, like I think even offering that for like lessons and stuff.
Yeah, no, it'd be like, hey, you pay $20, you can record your lesson and go back and listen to what the coach says. I know some clubs do that.
Really?
It's like all right, $60 for the lesson, $20 extra if you want to turn on the cameras, and then yeah, like you can, because a lot of people are like, oh, I forget what the coaches tell me, or it's like, oh, you can go back and watch your lesson. Yeah, it's actually like it's actually really good because like, dude, here at Utah State we do so much film with the guys, and it helps them. I don't know why it's not more of a thing in like the junior and not like parents. I mean, those crazy tennis parents, but like you could show it to parents, be like, hey, this is what our lesson was. Maybe you can remind him, like, because like I don't know, you teach a kid once a week, you're not really that involved with him, but it's like, all right, dude, how many courts do you want to build?
I mean, I dream big, but realistically, I think what I've kind of figured out is 6 indoor tennis courts. Three of them are tennis only. 3 of them are convertible to pickleball. You know the Gustavus bubble?
Yeah.
I think something like that, have that high rise, have in potentially, I mean, this is the thought, have that kind of enclosure up front, maybe have that be like a bar area where you can kind of hang out and like socialize a little bit in tennis. But yeah, that's
dude. So you're gonna try to get some investors, or what's like
that? Yeah, that and that's of course like the issue, right? That's the most challenging part of it. In like I built the financial model of like I probably have 95% of the expenses probably like
laid out.
It's just
what does it cost? Like bathrooms, a facility? Do you want to do a gym?
Yep. So I think just meat and potatoes, keep it really simple. Just have the structure, and that could change a little bit depending on work who we're working with. But I think Dome, I mean, this easiest, cheapest, what I've been recommended by someone who built the facility. Mandan built it for 4.1 million. They got the land donated, so figure about maybe another $1 million for the land. So I expect Fargo to be about $1 million more. So it'd be like 6.1 million.
This is what I've noticed. People that if you can do half of it raised and then half of it maybe get like you're not gonna get a college to sponsor it to help build that half, but maybe you get like the county. Be like, all right, you own half of this, we own half of this. You come up with half the money, because there's actually like there's a 2-court facility here in Logan where Utah State is, and like the county owns it.
Okay.
And it's interesting. Like I know you don't want to deal with like the county, but like they were willing to put up the money, and they made it like a rec center. So it's like, you have tennis, they have pickleball, then they have a gym. But it's pretty interesting, dude. If you let me know once you get the ball rolling, because I would actually invest, because I think there's a lot of growth for tennis in North Dakota, and in Minneapolis too.
Dude, can I please pitch you? Like, pitch me. And I'm not necessarily like pitching you as an investor. Like, I just like, dude, this is my thought, and this is the potential that this has. So like Golf YouTube, do you follow it at all?
Yeah.
You kind of have a pulse on it.
Yeah.
So Golf YouTube is massive.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut straight to the point. Good, massive golf YouTuber. They sold, I think, like maybe 10% of their company recently, like for $1 billion.
No way. 10%?
Yeah, I don't know exactly the deal. I could be speculating, but it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like a ton of money. Tennis, the content creator space hasn't got to that point.
No, not at all. I mean, I don't know if you saw, but we worked with a content.
Yeah. So
dude,
he's one of the biggest ones.
Yeah. So like, keep going. Sorry, I interrupted. But like, there's actually opportunity. Like he's making money now, and like,
so he's gonna continue to make money.
Yeah.
The tennis content space, it hasn't blossomed. I'm telling you, like this is gonna just go balloon like that. Kids just consume YouTube. That's all they consume. That's what people are going to be watching. Access to ATP, for example. Felix Miskure. I don't know if you.
Yeah. He's big. He's big.
Yeah, super big. Like the Indian Wells final, more people watch his videos than the Indian Wells final.
Yeah.
A normal video.
One of our own guys actually is in one of his videos and practiced with him like 2 weeks ago.
Really? Who is that?
Mohammed Alkatab. He just made a video in Newport. He plays 2 for us. But he went and played a PTT. You know how the PTTs are getting big? Have you saw that? Like the UTR events?
I've not heard that, no.
So UTR is the owner of Indian Wells, Larry Ellison. He's a billionaire.
Yep.
He also owns part of UTR, and he's trying to get UTR big, and he's basically trying to get UTR to rival ITF, International Tennis Federation. So they put on these events now. They're week-long tournaments, round robins, guaranteed you. You show up, play 1 point, you get $300. You win the whole thing, you get $3K. They're huge now. They're all over the world. There's a ton in America. And so Felix went and played one, and one of our guys went and played one. But they're massive. And it's not really to your point, but it's just cool to see, like, tennis is like, all right, there's some actual people with ideas. But yeah, so him, Carousel, he's unreal. tennis with Dylan, who I actually really don't like.
His is a little bit more cheesy.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not trying to expose him or anything like that, but like I can totally like he'd be the guy like to, and I don't know him at all. I literally don't follow him at all. So this is just me just completely making a rag off of no knowledge, but he seems like he would just buy a ton of followers.
Yeah, I mean, dude, he says he's like a 13. He said he used to be a 13.4 UTR. Like, no, he didn't. Like, I've seen it. Like, there's just no. But again, I don't want to talk shit. But it's just like, but no, I mean, and the thing is, so Felix, he's trying to go pro, and he's getting his whole career funded. Like, he's making money. He's kind of big time now, and it's actually cool to see. And it's definitely making tennis more popular. But go back to the indoor thing. So
I mean, like, you essentially just create a hub just to do it all the time. Like, you can have unlimited content, and you can have multiple people doing it. Almost create it. I mean, you create a barstool-esque tennis-specific vibe.
And Fargo's the place, though?
I'm not saying Fargo's necessarily the place for that, right? Yeah. That is like, no, it's not. It would be like LA, Florida, but the stars are aligning with the facility. And I think that is the biggest battle. It's like, where can you build an indoor tennis facility where, and it's only in specific parts of the United States where they don't have, like, Fargo is the worst. It's the Grand Forks, right? The worst weather. Yeah, it's super shitty in the summer too. Sometimes when it's windy as heck, right? Windy. Yeah. So there's always a need. Yeah. Yeah, it provides the need in the area, and then you just get lucky, and you take this small space that you know is going to grow, and you just invest. You don't. It doesn't even have to be like a ton of money. Just get a couple of college interns that maybe don't play tennis or don't play pickleball. Maybe do. Maybe one that does, one that doesn't, and just try to get people engaged in the sport.
Yeah, 100%.
Post that sort of stuff. Maybe people's journeys, do post-match interviews. Like, people want to hear and listen to journeys. One thing that I don't do well is like, with my match plays, like, there's no like storytelling.
Yeah.
So if you have like someone who's able to kind of like get that going a little bit, and not that I won't eventually, but it's just like, it's easier when someone's kind of like.
It'd be sweet if you guys can get like a Connor Casey on or something. Like, it would be so sweet for you guys. Like,
what relationship does he have with Utah State?
So he doesn't have anything with Utah State. So basically, he played at Ohio State, and then went and started coaching in LA. And my head coach Aaron Pyan were coaching at the Ritz-Carlton in LA, and they became really good friends. And they were teaching these kids, and the kids didn't want to be there. They didn't want to be there. It was just like super boring. And Connor's always been like super creative, and he's like, dude, we got to make this fun for the kids. So let's just mess around. And so that's how he got big. And they made all these videos with the kids. Aaron, my head coach, they've always kept in contact. Connor eventually moved back to Canada, but a bunch of his videos have blown up. He had a video with Djokovic blow up. He has millions of views. One of his videos, have you ever seen the one where it's like you spot a one-handed backhand in the wild and it's like in the rain? I don't know if you've seen it, but it's hilarious. He's wearing like a Utah State shirt. And so Aaron, my head coach, he got like a bunch of people who know Utah State. They're like, oh, he's wearing a Utah State shirt. How do you know this guy? And so they, like, a bunch of people have asked about him, and he's like, I gotta get this guy to come down and make content with the guys. So he got the guys to come. We had him here for a whole weekend. We won the regular season Mountain West last year, so we got rings. So we had a ring ceremony on the football field. So Connor came out with us, made some videos there, and then did a bunch of stuff with the guys. Like, we spent so much time on court with him, and he's the funniest guy on earth. But it was actually unreal because his ideas and like how he wants to help tennis, and he just came out with the book. He's just like, he's really trying to help promote tennis, and social media is the way to do it. So it's been pretty cool, and he's actually coming out again this fall, which is going to be really funny. And he's got a bunch of other ideas. So yeah, it was a really cool weekend. And yeah, like he then like went to the ITA indoors and did videos there, and so he just blew up. So he's hilarious.
And I was like, I went back and forth. So is it technically Petros, or is it?
So it's my real official name is Petros, but in Greek, when you talk about me, you say Petros. When you write my name, you say Petros. But when you actually talk to me directly, it's Petro. The reason why I didn't put it on the screen with an S is because a lot of people just start calling me Petros, and it's incorrect. Yeah. It's like, I'm just going to do Petro. Yeah. But like, if a Greek saw this, he'd be like, what are you writing, dude? Like, that's not a real name. So yeah, official name is Petros. And then like my brother's people call him Christo. His real name is Christos.
Okay, so, I can totally see how that would be extremely annoying for you.
Oh, so dude, so like when I went to Oregon, I introduced myself as Petros on the interview, and then I never like corrected myself after, like corrected them after about like, hey, you should call me Petro, and so everyone in Oregon knows me as Petros, and then we started playing teams, and like I don't forget who we were playing. I think it was like Michigan or something, and I ran into Bjorn, and Bjorn was like, oh, like Petro. And he's like, why is that guy keep calling you Petro? It's Petros. And I was like, crap, I gotta explain this. So it's officially Petro, but when you talk about me, it's with an S. So
yeah, there we go. I feel like that's pretty relatable. With my Finnish last name, no one can get it. But the first name's just a different level.
It's just
I guess off air we were talking about different tennis content creators and yeah, digging into Coach Connor Casey, we were chatting about him. I'll link that part, but yeah, I guess where did we leave off? What so has he been doing content with you guys recently at all?
No, so we ended in November. That's when he was here last time, and the videos blew up. We posted 5, and you have Steve Johnson, John Isner commenting on them, Jack Sock, like they all loved them, and they're all college based. So one of them was like the umpire, one of them was Ty Tucker, and like celebrating too much. Ty Tucker's the coach of Ohio State, so like we were just kind of making fun of college tennis a little bit, but it was super super funny. One of them was hooking, because you've seen all the crazy hooks in college tennis, and then one of them was like, if you win a match, you're going to Olive Garden. If you lose, you're going to Arby's. We're in a van, and like the coach. It's so just a bunch of just funny ideas. And so he left. They blew up. And so now when we actually go play teams, a lot of them will kind of be like, oh, where's Connor at? Like they'll like make fun of us. Some of the sayings he'll say they'll like teams will make fun of, and it's pretty funny actually. Umpires. We made a video about umpires. Being terrible and like trying to be super dramatic, and like college tennis umpires are the worst. And then a few of the umpires have like seen it and gotten like annoyed. So it's actually pretty funny. But yeah, so the plan is we are going to bring him back next fall. He'll be here for a weekend, and then he has a bunch of other ideas. And yeah, he's just basically repping Utah State and trying to promote our guys. And our guys have gotten like a ton of followers off of it and been able to promote it, which has been really cool. So yeah, it's been great with him, and he really does care about like promoting tennis and then also promoting college tennis. So other teams apparently have reached out to him trying to get him to come. I know Georgia was one of them, and he actually said he's like, I'll help out with like the ITA as a whole, but Utah State's my team, which is it's pretty cool just because we're a lot smaller than Georgia. So,
right.
But yeah, that's kind of where we're at with him right now. So it's been pretty cool.
And you said Stevie Johnson and like John Isner were commenting on his videos. Have you followed either their podcast?
I listen to it every time I work out. I listen to it. I love it. Yeah. Like I'm a huge nerd, so I love like the college. And not just college tennis, any tennis, and like I think they do an amazing job of like actually kind of like making their lives like normal. They would like I always saw them as like big time, but now I'm like looking at them and like they got kids. They're just like chill dudes. They go golfing. Like they're flying. Like when Crew was saying like, "Oh, I fly Southwest," I'm like, "No way, you guys aren't flying like first class." So that they're awesome. I listen to all of them.
What about Andy Roddick's podcast?
I like his. His is a little bit more serious. It's not as like I like Nothing Major just because it's funny, and it's quick, and like I actually like the stupid games they play at the end and stuff. Erotics was a little bit more serious, but I did listen to when he had Nadal on. I listened to that. Like it's a good one, but I really like the Nothing Major one.
Yeah, I listened to I think the pilot episode of Nothing Major and I believe Andy Roddick's what is it Unserved?
Yeah.
Underserved?
Something like that.
Like I gave both of them a chance for one episode, but I'm not like a consistent viewer. I would say the only tennis podcast that I listen to consistently. Have you ever heard of? Well, yeah, you probably heard of Cherry Tennis before.
Yeah.
So they have a podcast, and it's kind of interesting because they'll talk about like tennis picks and stuff, tennis betting.
Which is what you enjoy more.
Yeah, and it's just they have like an interesting like friend dynamic where it's kind of like Nothing Major, but it's like just local guys. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of an interesting listen.
Yeah, no, and that's what I like Nothing Majors because it's like it really does show how tight they all are. Like they're all making fun of each other. They're all really good buds. And I've listened to Cherry Tennis. That one's a really good one too. I mean, there's a few good. I back to Felix Mishra. I'll watch his. I'll watch Carousel's. Like they all like kind of show a different perspective of like what their lives are. Someone actually needs to come up with like a college one, like just posting only college tennis. All right, it's like all right, I play for Michigan. Like all right, we're gonna go play Nebraska tomorrow. Like this is my life. Like I know Florida State's tennis team, they've posted like days in the life, but like someone needs to like full on do it because I think college tennis is super interesting. Especially the level nowadays. It's like did you follow Colton Smith at all?
I don't even know what that is.
So Colton Smith plays one singles for the University of Arizona. Good player, nothing special. Like was like top 50 in America. Goes to the University of Arizona, plays four for them. Ends up improving a ton. This year, he got a wild card into the qualifying of Indian Wells. Won 2 or 3 matches to do main draw, beat Fognini, and then ends up winning around there. And then 2 weeks later, ends up playing Houston, which is a 250 on clay, and went really far. And it's just like a college player doing really well, which is really cool. So yeah, he's like 190 in the world right now, and he's still playing college tennis for Arizona.
What are the rules with making money? Do you know? I mean, you got to know that.
So the rule is you're only allowed to take your expenses, but now they're a little bit more lenient on it, and you could find a way to like the University of Arizona, like they have all these lawyers and stuff, so they find ways. Like all right, like you have to do expenses. Well, maybe you say something like, and they just finagle. I don't know exactly how they do it, but $10K, like he's made well over that. Yeah. And so, but there was a serious issue with one of the girls. She played at UNC and she got a wild card into the U.S. Open. That's like $45K, and she wasn't able to take it.
Yeah.
It's super sad. And then you got football players making like 1.8 million. So yeah.
Yeah. Where do you see tennis going, or do you think any D1 tennis players are making NIL money?
They are, but I'm sure. I don't know. I won't say as a fact, but I know that I know a bunch are. I don't know the numbers, but there is rumors that Wake Forest played a player $100K to come play for them.
Wow.
And it's basically you find a donor who really loves the team. They're worth a bunch of money. Hey, the coach goes up to him and, hey, we really want this player. Can we get him? And he's like, yeah, I'll do it. So it's cool in a sense where it's like, all right, like you're a tennis player and you're probably not going to be top 50 in the world, but you're really good still. Here's some money. but it also is tough because schools that don't have the opportunities like that, they're never going to beat those schools anymore.
Yeah.
So
I feel like, I just feel like there's not enough. I don't know if hopefully this isn't insulting, but like donor interest in tennis.
Yeah, it's big fans that just like it, but there's not like, I mean, a college tennis match, like a good college tennis match will have 300 people there. So it's like a basketball game will have 14,000. So it's like you're being able to fundraise for these basketball players way easier.
Do you have any idea on how to change that? Like how to change like a 300, if that's like the ceiling, for amount of total fans, like to like double, like would you have any like thoughts on like
for college? For college? I think in general, the biggest thing that I think they need to do is change the times. Because a lot of people, like, college tennis is fun. Like, when you actually, everybody I know that goes to a match will be like, dude, this is awesome. Like, this is so much fun. Like, did you ever go to Gopher matches when you were younger?
No.
Sorry. Okay, they you're good. They were so much fun. But the biggest issue is the matches are like 1 p.m. on a Friday. People have to work.
Right.
Or they're Sunday morning at 10 a.m. It's like, and they're also way too long. So I think changing the match times to like 4 or 5 p.m. Like right now, like it's Thursday. The SEC they're playing their matches, and like a big match today was Kentucky versus Oklahoma, and they played at 1:00. It's like, dude, you're not going to get fans out. Like maybe some old people will come out, but no like serious fans are going to be there because they have to work. So I think changing that, and then the matches are just too long. Like with the doubles points, singles, like a 4-3 is going to be 3.5 hours, 4 hours. It's like people don't have the time of the day. So I don't know. I like the scoring in tennis, but like there needs to be somehow shorten it up a little bit.
And I'm going to push back on that because, so like when I went to Cincinnati, like for the Western and Southern, I mean, it's in any pro tournament, even 250s, they're all day events.
Yeah.
To the common tennis person, not you, because you're obviously elite, you have a high level, and you're a coach, and you see high level tennis. But to a normal person who's just going and attending an event, I don't think they can really tell the difference between D1 Utah State and Stefanos Tsitsipas.
No, 100%. Like
so I think like they're opening the gates at 11 a.m., 10:30 a.m. and they're going till midnight sometimes. So that's all day long, and people are staying there for multiple hours. I think you just have to create more of like an experience around like being there.
And I agree, but in a sense, it's like, are we like, okay, for me, it's like I get to go to Indian Wells, like that's once in a year thing, like that's so much fun. If we want to get people to come every single week, like, do you really want to take your Friday every single week to go watch matches? Some people do, but yeah, I mean, maybe we do need to make the energy a little bit better in there. I know a lot of schools are like doing promotions where they're giving out like free pizza, and like I know LSU did like a crab boil one time. So like little things like that like make sense. And then if you get students out, usually students bring the energy, and then if there's a lot of people there, like there's people are going to want to come.
Yeah, and kind of going back to the content piece, just tennis content in general. Where like, do you follow any other tennis content creators besides Carousel, like you mentioned Felix? Like, do you follow like someone lesser in level than you, like Winston Du or
I do know
winners?
I do. I've heard of Winston Du. Who else do I follow? I mean, Crack Rackets. I do follow them.
What do they do? So I know they sponsored like the finals and stuff of the NCAA. But like, I know they have a ton of podcasts. It seems like, but
So basically, Alex Gregson, he's the owner of it. He's a huge nerd like us, loves college tennis, but loves tennis in general. He started it and it's blown up. But yeah, he does it used to be only college tennis, and he would tweet about it. He'd go and like on his own dime and watch, and then commentate, and then put up a YouTube link. Um, and he did a really good job with it, and now it's blown up. And he's been on Tennis Channel a ton, so he's big time now. Like he gets appearance fees, like he actually makes money. But yeah, they do their Instagram account will post like they'll promote college tennis. They'll do like he commentates all the SEC Big 12 matches. But then he'll do other stuff too. He'll do pro tennis. He'll post a lot of like he does it's what's that? I've never really understood it. It's like Almost Friday. Have you ever seen like the Almost Friday thing? He'll like post that, and he'll have like a bunch of like club players or college players posted on it. But yeah, that's kind of his thing. But he does a ton of podcasts, and he'll get like college coaches on it. But he's had some pros on his podcast too.
Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, I don't have like a pulse on him. I just know like I remember watching one of his live streams. It was one of the matches, and he would like talk to his producer, and he's like, "All right, let's go
to court 3." Yeah, he's got a lot of energy. His voice is a little. It's not the greatest for commentating. Let's just say that it's a little annoying. But I've never met him, but I heard he's a super nice guy, and he just loves it. And it's like, all right, dude, good for you for trying to help us out.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's been doing some Tennis Channel stuff too, which is pretty awesome.
And I feel like the longer you do pretty much anything, you're gonna get good at it eventually.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
if he commentates for 15 years and maybe 12 of it is not good, like eventually you're gonna get good at it, you know.
No, and he's already kind of getting big time, so I think eventually he'll probably like sign a contract where he'll be like full on Tennis Channel. But yeah, he loves college tennis, and the thing is, it's like right now with college tennis, like there's so many good players that are doing like certain weeks they're playing college tennis, and certain weeks they're playing like professional events. So I think in general, college tennis is helping pro tennis too, because a lot of people are like, oh, like, yeah, let's tune into this college match, and then it's like, oh, let's follow this guy. Oh, what tournament he's playing? He's playing this small Future in Decatur, Illinois, middle of nowhere. So they're like checking his results, which just makes tennis a little bit bigger. So
yeah, whenever like Wyatt, McCoy, or the On the Rise guys, Toby or Dylan, they always post about their kids. It always catches my interest too. Usually the better players like Liv Hovde.
Did you see she's playing college tennis now?
Yeah, at Duke.
She's definitely on an NAL deal. Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, by the way, did you see? I was recruiting in Easter Bowl, which is in Indian Wells, and I was there a week and a half ago, or whenever you were texting me, and Toby was there, so I ran into him, which was really cool, and his girl won the whole event, and so his girl, I'm blanking on her name. Danielle. Yeah. I think she's number 1 in the country right now.
Yeah.
So which is awesome, and she's full on Minnesota. Like apparently she's not going to go to academy. So it's pretty cool to see a Minnesota player do that, and she goes to Wyatt's as well. But Toby's like her full on coach, and yeah, I watched her play. She's unreal. So
just good tennis players out of Minnesota. I mean, like the big ones when I was in high school was like Ingrid Neal.
Yeah, Jesse Aney, Alexis Nelson.
Yeah. Since then, have there been any girls who have kind of, I guess Liv probably is.
Liv's the best. Jesse Aney's actually, she's doing really well in doubles. I think she's top 200 in the world. She's played some like big tournaments, but yeah, right now, honestly, Minnesota tennis, it's not as great as it used to be. And it's sad to say, but back to the facilities, it's like it's the main issue.
Yeah.
The facilities, the kids don't have enough time on court compared to everywhere else in the country.
Right.
But yeah, Minnesota. I mean, right now, like there's some good college players on the guys' side. I don't really know besides Liv anyone that good going off, but the guys are doing well. Like Bjorn's a stud. Gavin Young's doing really well. Ashton's doing really well.
What about your brother? So because he committed to
Utah State.
Utah State, yeah. Is he a senior this year? Or is he?
He's a senior. So he's coming to us in the fall. He was actually just in Greece playing some futures. So really excited to have him. And yeah, looking forward to him coming. It's going to be pretty cool just to have like me coaching my brother. It's kind of my dad's dream. So that was pretty exciting when he decided to come to us. But yeah, looking forward to it. And then Christo's at North Dakota right now. And I don't know if you noticed, but North Dakota's they're killing it right now.
Yeah, they're doing super, super good. I think they've only lost one time. I think I looked at their
they're right now they're 4-0 in conference, and Denver's 4-0. So and they play tomorrow in Grand Forks. So if you got nothing to do, go watch that. But the winner of that.
Wait, when is this?
Tomorrow.
I
think it's tomorrow at like 4 in Grand Forks. And the winner of it is the regular season champs for the Summit League, and North Dakota's never even been close to that. So right this year, I mean, Denver's pretty tough, but I mean, we're at home and the guys are fired up, so hopefully they can do it. It'd be really cool to see that, like North Dakota, like putting it back on the map. Let's go.
Yeah, that'd be insane, and they got it. It seems like they got a pretty, good group of guys. Like, and for North Dakota to be like a tennis powerhouse and like represent a little bit is super cool.
Pretty sweet. They the guys they're pretty fired up. They really do believe they can win tomorrow. So hopefully they can pull off the upset.
In your guys' first, this season, 12-7, 5-0 at home. And obviously you get your brother to commit. How has the season gone so far for you guys?
It's been good. We good and bad. We've had some injuries, so we actually until like 2 weeks ago we didn't have the lineup we wanted. Like we've always had somebody out. But right now we're the 2 seed in the conference. Boise State's the 1 seed. We played Boise State last week. We lost 5-2, but we had a bunch of 3-setters. It was tight. There was a good match, and so yeah, we were just in Nevada. So we played the University of Nevada. We beat them, and we beat UNLV. So right now we're expected to be the 2 seed. We play New Mexico next week, so we'll see how that goes. They're obviously good, but yeah, the season's been great. Our number 1 player actually back to Colton Smith from Arizona, our number 1 player, split sets with him and had a really tight match when we played Arizona earlier in the year. So that was cool. And yeah, we're young. We got 3 freshmen starting in the lineup, and our number 7's a freshman as well. So definitely with my brother coming, we have another guy signed. We got some good guys coming in, and I don't know if you heard, but we're actually moving conferences. Like the old Pac-12 with like UCLA, Stanford. You know how it's not a thing anymore?
Correct, yeah.
We're moving into the new Pac-12, so it's going to be like us, Boise State, San Diego State, Gonzaga. Those are the only teams that have tennis, but other teams like Colorado State, they don't have men's tennis. Fresno State, they don't have men's tennis. Washington State and Oregon State, we're all going to be in a conference together. So we're looking for more schools to join. We're hoping to 2 more join. But yeah, that's exciting because now we're going to be considered a Power 5 conference. So yeah, like looking forward to being a Power 5 coach. Never thought that was going to be that way I got it, but looking forward to that.
What is your long-term goal with coaching?
I don't know. I'm taking it year by year. Right now, I'm enjoying where I'm at. I'm only 24, so pretty young. I'm definitely one of the younger guys in this industry. Every time I go to a match, everyone always thinks I'm like a player. The umpires are always like, "Are you a player? You got to be over there." I'm like, "Nope, I'm a coach." Right now, definitely want to do this for a few more years, and then we'll see where. I've always wanted to get into pro tennis. I don't know how I would exactly do that. It's pretty tough because most people that like start coaching pros, like they start off when they're 12. But it'd be just a dream to like coach on center court at Wimbledon, like be like have a player there, like that would be sweet. So that would be something I'd be really interested in. But right now, it's like definitely keep doing this. I do want to be a head coach one day for a college program. So we'll see. Like that, I've always had the goal of trying to be a head coach for a pretty big time school by the time I'm 30. So that's 5 years from now. So we'll see. We'll see if that can happen. I mean, I like to think it's possible, but with how tough jobs are right now, we'll see. But then, yeah, I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at. I definitely like have thought about starting a club, investing in a club. I know me and Toby actually talked about that. On the Rise is trying to do that, like because the same issues in Fargo. Like it's hard to find court time in Minnesota. Kids are driving 45 minutes to get to Wyatt's group, and they're only playing tennis for an hour and a half. So it's like you're driving so far. So that's an idea. I think if you have the right facility and the right coaches, you could kill it in Minnesota. I really do. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now.
And we kind of talked about this before as well, but like our group is kind of, I wouldn't say it's disbanded because we'll get back together. I just can't like.
When's the last time you had everyone together?
Maybe like 2 months ago.
Oh dang! Are you guys all good, or is Matt Hokinson pissing everybody off?
No, Matt's good. I think it's just.
But by the way, like, shout out to everyone coaching college tennis right now. You got like Matt, head coach at Mankato State. Let's freaking go, baby!
Yep.
And you got D Youngs, Eric Porter at UMary. Yep. Ciro's at Alabama. Beatty's at Texas. Who else am I'm missing a few.
Yeah, and a part of our group, Jared, he's coaching high school tennis, but yeah, he's not coaching.
Oh yeah. What school is he? What high school is he coaching?
Sartell.
Okay, are they good?
Yeah, he's really helped their tennis program.
That's
really,
awesome.
Really helped it. Yeah, and they're pretty solid. So
let's go.
Yeah. But we always rag on Tsitsipas. Yeah. We always call him a pretender. I'm curious what your thoughts are because of course you're from Greece.
So I played his brother, and his brother's name is Petros, and his brother is always kind of, I didn't like him. And then my brother Abe, my older brother Abe, who used to play, he played Tsitsipas, and I watched him. He lost like 2-2, and he went up like 2-1 in the first set. And like my brother is like 18 and Tsitsipas is like 14. And my brother was like a 6'2", bigger dude, and this guy is freaking out. He's 14, little 14-year-old, and he's like complaining and like throwing his racket. So that was my first impression of him, and it honestly hasn't changed. I think he's a little bit of a baby, but I mean he's got great taste in women. Badosa's stunning, so like good for him. But yeah, I do support him because he's Greek, but I'm not the. I would definitely be a way bigger supporter if he didn't act like he did sometimes. Sometimes he just says weird stuff too.
Yeah, he like, yeah, I don't, he's just this. I like his character though. Like I like having that character in. It's like Kyrgios. He's his own like.
Yeah, he's weird. He's just a weird like I like Medvedev. Medvedev I think is awesome, but Medvedev's a weirdo. But like I don't know, his weirdness is like kind of funny. Tsitsipas will just say some like stuff, and I'm just like, dude, like what? So yeah, I'm kind of a fan, but not as big of a fan as like some like I like Kyrgios, I like Kokinakis. Both of them are Greek descents. Like they have Greek names, they have Greek backgrounds. So who's your favorite player?
My favorite player. I was just asked this, and I don't think I have a favorite player right now. It used to be Nadal, and then I would say for the year of 2022 is Nori. I just kind of like latched onto him, and then he did unreal, and I was like,
yeah, he's a stud. Now he's struggling a little bit.
Yeah, so it's just like harder to follow someone who's not like going deeper in tournaments. Mm-hmm. But I would say probably Alcaraz is probably like my favorite player to watch right now.
Yeah,
who do you think's gonna win the majors for the rest of the year?
I think Djokovic wins one. I think Alcaraz wins one, and I think I think Alcaraz wins French, Djokovic wins Wimbledon, and then U.S. Open. I don't think Sinner wins it. I just don't think he can do it with all of what's going on. So I'm gonna go Alcaraz again. Alcaraz wins French, Djokovic wins Wimbledon, and Alcaraz wins U.S. Open. I don't think any Americans are gonna win a Grand Slam. I don't think they have the maturity yet, and everyone thinks they do. But yeah, what do you think? You never talked about the Sinner controversy.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I think he definitely should have been banned longer, if that makes sense.
Great. It's
in not that I'm necessarily for bans necessarily. Like I don't really like when players are getting banned, but based on other suspensions, you just have to. You can't just like make an exception for the number one guy.
No, 100%. I mean, like I don't know if you saw. Do you know Max Purcell? He's like an Aussie guy.
Yeah.
He tested positive as well, but he went and like reported himself.
Yeah, he's self-reported.
And he got banned for like a year and a half. Like it's just so crazy. And like I don't know. I also like that's something I really liked about Nothing Major podcast. They like kind of ripped into Sinner, and I read the comments. People are like, "I can't believe you guys don't understand what happened. It was on accident. It was on accident." I was like, "It's not an accident. There's no way it's on accident." Like Sharapova got banned. Like Halep got banned. Right. Like I just think tennis, at least tennis right now, kind of needs Sinner because like they're starting to have like a big rivalry with him and Alcaraz and like dethroning Djokovic, and they're like, we don't want this guy to be banned for 2 years. So I'm like, honestly, it's a business. So I get it. Like I understand why, but I don't like it.
And I mean, like Halep, she's like top, 10, 15 player when she got banned.
Yeah.
And then like she's out, and it essentially derailed her career. Like the rest
of her. I don't. Is she even playing anymore?
No, yeah, I think she announced her retirement. I think she's done.
Yeah, so it's just Sharapova came back, sucked after. It's just like it's a mentally brutal too. So I don't know. We'll see where I think Sinner's gonna come back and tear it up, but I really hope he doesn't. So I don't like him. He's boring.
And I guess one last thing to end on, and then we can wrap it up. You got any specific shout outs that you want to give? Or send out into the world?
Yeah, I got a few. Okay, there's a few guys. I back to the college coaches. Like, I'm so stoked for Hokinson because so the guy that coached at Mankato before, he's now the head coach at Eastern Michigan. So like, I don't know what I know. Matt loves his Owatonna club, and he loves his burrito place in that place. Have you ever had the burrito place near the club? It's actually pretty good. But I shout out to him for killing it. Shout out to all the college coaches for killing it. And then Jake Tronson, you should get him on. He's been playing pro tennis right now. He's been struggling, but he's staying committed to it, and I respect it because it's like, dude, you got one chance, might as well go play, and then hang it up. So he was in Tunisia for a while, then he went to Bulgaria, and now he was in Greece. Now he's going to Florida to go play. So we got some guys trying to follow their dreams, and I think it's super cool. So
yeah, I really like that, and we do have, and you recommended when I asked you to do the interview, you recommended him. And he's on. I think he's coming next week. So as long as everything goes through, nothing falls through, I'm crossing my fingers.
Who else do you have lined up?
So other people we've asked.
You should get Toby on.
We did. Yeah, we did Toby like 3 weeks ago, maybe.
Oh, you did. I gotta go listen to that one.
Some other like I mean, we've had. I just want to get everyone on. I just want to talk to everyone and just kind of pick their brain. So, but we had Alyssa with Swing City Rackets.
Oh yeah, nice.
Just did her last night. Harsh Man Kid.
Oh yeah, stud.
Did him like a week ago. I want to get Wyatt on. He's due. Like I want to get him on eventually.
Yeah, he's due for one.
Yeah, he's due. But yeah, who else do you think? Like,
I mean, get Hunter Heck on.
Hunter. I asked Hunter. Heck,
Get
like
Bjorn too.
I'll ask Bjorn. I asked
Bjorn
Hunter,
will. If Bjorn, if he doesn't get back to you, I'll text him and make him. Bjorn's a legend. He will do it.
most of the time. If like most of the time they'll say yes. Like
Yeah.
I don't. I think Hunter. I think just maybe he forgot to respond or something like that.
Yeah.
But
Hey, it's, if you listen to Nothing Major, it's super funny because Sam Querrey's DMing like every single pro player. He also DMs like he'll DM like some actors to try to get him on there, and it's just so funny because he just gets left on red or doesn't even get his DM. So it's a grind, but no, I think that's a good start. I would say Nikita, but Nikita's full on pickleball now, so he's kind of a loser for that. But if you want to talk about pickleball, you can get Nikita on there.
yeah, he came on. I feel like maybe like I don't know. That's probably been for a couple months back now.
Yeah.
But we had him on somewhat recently. But it's good catching up with him. But yeah, and super good catching up with you too, and chatting tennis. Thank you so much for coming on, Petro.
No, I appreciate it. Keep me updated with the indoor stuff, okay?
Sounds good.
I'm actually serious. I'm excited for that. So let me know.
No, okay. I'm super pumped too. So
D Young's your loser.
We got to schedule another one now.
Yeah, we do. We'll
just
talk about D Young's life. I want to grill him with some questions. Is he got a love life right now?